Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet and welcome back to Freestyle Fridays. This is the series where I jump into a creative world on a random seed and see what build I can come up with within 4 hours or less. So without further ado, let's switch over to this, make sure that there's no seed put in, and we'll rename this Freestyle Friday 3. Alright, and with that, let's see what kind of seed we get. Looks like a spruce forest. We'll pop up into the air, see our surrounding area. As usual with these episodes, I'm going to spend about 30 seconds flying around and see whether anything in the nearby vicinity really makes me think of an idea instantly, and then we'll jump straight into the time lapse and see what we can come up with. Well, since I would like to try and vary up my builds and try different things every time, I think I have an idea, and I would like to try something in a modern style. Now, I've never really tried to build in a modern style before, so we're going to have to see how it goes. But with that being said, let's jump into the time lapse. We'll pop in afterwards, and we can discuss and go over everything that I built. So enjoy that, and I'll see you on the other side. And welcome back, folks. Here it is. I am pretty happy with this, actually. Not so much this little area. I had an idea that maybe, since this was modern in a sort of untouched place, it needed to be connected to the modern world. So this was an attempt at a a tunnel of sorts for cars to drive up through. It just needs a little bit of adjustment, maybe. But at the same time, I'm just not quite sure if it works for me. I mean, that does make it slightly better. But here it is. This only took me about 3 hours all up. I started to add that because I felt like it needed more, like I needed to add more. We've got a helicopter pad over here, some private gardens and whatnot as well. And let's just have a walk through and show off what I came up with. So you come up here. I didn't really do much as far as landscaping on these little pads, other than a few of these little flower beds and such. Got a fountain, and this is really the first time that I've ever tried anything of this style. Creating modern furniture, modern looking things like sinks and ovens and whatnot, cabinetry, even though this is just a hidden light source right now. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. I'm kind of happy with it. So you can come in the back door here and go out to the helicopter pad and whatnot. But we've got a dining room table, we've got a large TV and a sofa, a little fire pit for warming up the area. I used the paintings to hide lighting behind. I'm not going to destroy it because I'd have to remake that painting, but got little bookshelves and stuff for color and for some detail to fill in the space. Tried to hide as much lighting as I could underneath things like this. And then over here we have a master bedroom of sorts. It's pretty plain. I didn't go over the top with all the decorating. I just sort of did what I could to get the basic idea in without wasting too much time because I wasn't sure how long I was going to have. But it's reached the point where my skill has sort of been completely used up. I don't know what else to add right now, and I would have spent probably half an hour of that last hour just thinking and trying to work out what to add. I really like this quartz as the roof, as the ceiling I should say. It just adds another layer to it. This in here is a little bit higher because it keeps it more open as a kitchen entryway, and then over here it definitely feels more closed in like a room. We have this hallway that comes out into the garden of sorts here that leads up on top of the building. I could make like a little table set or something here with an umbrella over top, but I haven't had the experience or the time. Why is that got kind of not moving at all? I haven't had, it's because I'm in creative. I haven't had the experience to come up with those ideas. I'd have to spend more time, and while that is sort of the purpose of this series, at the same time I want to keep moving forward and maybe I can approach another modern build in the future. So I'll just switch it over to daytime, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. I definitely just was inspired by what I've seen of architectural builds and whatnot in real life, but I just used what I'd seen of those sort of concrete angular structures in real life, stuff that you see like concept art of, where an architect might come up with something. I tried to add lots of different planes and very flat. I feel like the modern is a lot less deep as far as like detail, even though I added some here. A lot of these walls are just very, very plain, and the structure itself is what gives it the look that's desired. I don't think there's much more to say about this one. It's fairly simple in reality compared to a lot of the detail that I'll put into other more like medieval style builds. It's very almost minimalistic in comparison, even though this isn't necessarily minimalistic, but it's very open space, and I think this is probably my favorite area here. I like this lounge room, the way that the ceiling looks, the way that all of this is set up. I think I might just add a little layer of this back here so that we don't have that strange bit, but I do like that black line. It breaks it up. Yeah, the sight lines in it are pretty cool. The area is pretty cool. Everything looks clean and put together okay, in my opinion. I'm not necessarily sure about the colors. Like I could possibly do a darker carpet maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. The darker carpet would definitely make it less obvious that this is there, so it sort of hides the lighting a little bit more, but I think it does break up the darker color of the floor, so I'll leave it for now. As always, this will be in the description, the world download, if you guys want to pop in here and look at it or fiddle around and improve on it yourself. I really hope some people decide to do that in the future, just because why not? I'd love to see even screenshots of what you guys come up with and add to it. I am still working on the Discord. I've been a bit distracted and had other things going on, but pretty soon I should have a Discord up and running that people can put in screenshots of their own builds or even improvements on my builds. So look forward to that. I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters, of course. Tom, my level 3 supporter. I appreciate you endlessly, and everybody else. Thank you so much for the continued support. I hope you guys enjoyed this little one. It's a little less in-depth and detailed than the other ones that I've done, but at the same time, I think it turned out pretty well for... I do believe it is the first time I've ever tried to build in a modern style. So, yeah, not bad. I wasn't really given a incredible seed to start off with. This is extremely generic, so it was a good opportunity to just add this in here and change up my normal style and try something a little bit different. And I do like how it looks. It's pretty cool looking from the distance. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching this Freestyle Friday. I'll be back in the middle of the week for another episode of the Let's Play series. And of course, I'm going to try and keep these guys, wow, I got distracted. I'm going to try and keep these Freestyle Fridays coming out on a Friday. So until the next one, be it Let's Play or Freestyle Friday, I hope you're taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye guys.